Many Rivers Press presents Consolations 2, the solace, nourishment, and underlying meaning of everyday words, by David Whyte. Read for you by the author. Anguish. Anguish is the emblem of our helpless love, felt fully in every cell of the body, felt fully until it overflows in a cry, in tears, in words that try to negate powerlessly what is occurring. Anguish is our foundational cry against the unjust taking away of what we feel should be forever ours. Anguish is a word that is a cry in itself, carrying the sound of the body feeling at last what it has all along needed to feel, a physical pain running right through our core and turned by the voice into the sound of pain itself, a pain we often previously could not imagine, an agony that is accompanied by the shock of absolute helplessness, a helplessness which is perhaps the very hallmark of human vulnerability itself, and that separates it from all the other manifold pains in a human life we have words to describe. Anguish is a force that racks and inhabits a suddenly surprised and now fully vulnerable mind and body. But anguish, fully felt, is also the first stop on the road to recovery and healing. Helplessness and the pains of helplessness are abiding companions to the experience of being human. The nurse by the dying child's bedside, having exhausted all remedies, the parent witnessing a teenager's first heartbreak, all of us in this world today, scrolling through the news, seeing the bombed-out homes of innocent, everyday people. We are made to experience both love and loss at an extraordinarily deep, bodily, everyday level. And it may be that without helplessness, we cannot experience love or loss fully and properly. Anguish is the last fully felt measure of our care. Anguish is the last fully felt measure of our care. Feeling real, helpless, emotional pain is also an entrance into the fully real and the fully felt, and is an annunciation that we are actually paying attention at last, both to what is affecting us and the depth to which we are so movingly affected. Anguish means we have finally felt and fully understood not only the true depth and foundational nature of our own suffering, but the heartbreak that lies in every other human life we have ever touched or accompanied. Anguish is the doorway through which our personal suffering meets all the griefs that are shared by the world. Anguish is only entered fully through the doorway of powerlessness and the absolute physical sense of helplessness. Anguish cannot be simulated. It is not only a measure of our care for others, but the inability to know how or when or if it is possible to help. Anguish is the very physical incarnation of our sense of compassion brought to ground at last in the suffering body of the world. And in real anguish, our body reciprocates, refusing to eat, losing weight, sitting alone, refusing to go out the door, full of the tremors and vulnerabilities that have accompanied human beings since the beginning of conscious time, vulnerabilities that at times seem to arise from nowhere. Anguish tells us that our deep sense of care has entered the timeless and the untouchable. that we have for the moment.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.